Do I have? This is an amateur question. Do I have to have the headphones on?
No, but you won't hear little sounds every now and then.
You won't hear the awesome sound.
That's really all it is.
All right,
And you've been on this podcast before.
Yes, but I don't know. I forget. I forget the basic details
That
of
red
podcasting.
When you were on last time, we had a viral clip where everyone got really mad at us.
What did you talk
What was
about?
the viral clip?
We said, I was talking about my friend who's like sober, but he's never drank before. And Alex said, I hate those people. And then it went on TikTok, and like every 15-year-old in the world was like, this is actually me, and I'm pressured at parties to drink, and I don't want to. And I got like 1 million views of people yelling
All
at
right.
us.
Well, I don't know. Just do what I do and just be addicted to it for 10 years.
Yeah. Lamos.
Oh my God. Yeah. I remember the last time we posted a clip about is Godzilla gay?
Yeah, that
And
one.
somebody left a comment. It was in quotations. It was the words, "Hey guys, we should start a podcast."
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal.
Damn.
It was like, I did like kind of ragdoll after I read that.
That's a
was-
scorched earth.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It was pretty. It was
Yeah.
pretty Grand Theft Auto wasted screen.
But we also got another very helpful comment about how Godzilla is usually a woman.
That's true. I just found that out.
I know he's the woman in the American Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick remake.
Yeah, he's a
'cause
woman
he
in the
lays
Matthew
eggs.
Broderick.
She, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lizard.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Did you
woman
guys-
lizard.
Lizards lay eggs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was referring to Godzilla by the wrong pronouns. Now I like actually genuinely feel bad about it.
Don't add us. It's Quorators.
Quorators.
Oh boy. Welcome to Quorators.
welcome to Quorators.
All right. I don't mean to pause the show
Please,
or anything. I
please.
think when Claire tripped over these headphones, they genuinely broke them a little bit.
she-
No,
You're
they
not
were
here.
they're already kind of broken.
Oh, they're already kind of broken.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Wait, it sounds like everything's like through a radio on the other side of the country.
That's kind of interesting, though.
Yeah.
AM style. You don't
Everything
have to
sounds
wear
like the Slipknot duality voice. Where it's just like, I push my fingers into my, like that.
What's he pushing his fingers into?
Eyes.
Oh.
Wait, did you want me to sing it? Did
Yeah, I was hoping
I just
you
like totally botch a prompt?
No,
you're
not
fine.
at all.
Okay, cool.
would. We're here with Andrew Durso, comedian
up?
Andrew Durso.
Resident Slipknot fan.
He's the new Alex Patak.
We have Alex at home, quote unquote.
yeah.
I like, first of all, how uncomfortable you were during the theme song. I feel like you looked physically uncomfortable.
Did I look physically
No?
uncomfortable?
Maybe
It was
not.
like not bad. It was more a symptom of like I didn't know we were doing
Sure,
like the
fair
soft
enough.
open, so
Yeah,
to
yeah,
speak.
fair enough.
I thought we were just a bunch of friends talking, and I feel like you guys ambushed me.
Didn't I slip it? I slipped it in pretty good, though.
They're
Right?
still not working.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, fair
Well,
enough.
That's all right. I don't
well,
mean to expose to your.
I
like,
can get you,
followers
if
whatever.
you want to hear better, I could get a better plug.
We're kind of already going.
Fair
right?
enough.
You can just wear them for show.
Yeah, sure.
Andrew, I think the first time I ever met you in person, you were an Alex on a different podcast.
Is that true?
So I
That sounds
thought,
about right.
I got to get Durso in here.
Because you're sort of Alex coded.
I guess, yeah. No, I guess I.
And then, yeah, you're vaguely Protestant,
yeah,
brunette.
yeah, agnostic, culturally Protestant.
Alex is
Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Catholic.
I'm like I'm a glimpse of what happened if Alex never had a kid and just continued to follow the bohemian lifestyle.
To be clear, that is as of like 1 week ago.
Things
So
have
you guys were exactly.
Oh, he was
the
always
same.
heading in that direction.
Yeah, Alex is having a baby. He's not here. He's he
had
gave
it.
birth. He's had it.
And I found out through how I found out most of my friends are having a baby, which is being asked to fill in on a podcast.
Is that how you found out?
That's how I found out.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
No, good for you. Never have kids.
Yeah, you keep getting booked up.
It's headed in that direction. It's looking more and more likely.
Andrew, you've been on this podcast before, but do you have any
yes.
hot takes on Quora since the last 2 years?
No, it's
Has it changed for you at all?
well, I think I don't know. Every time I search something on, I'm sure I said this on the last podcast. Every time I search something on Google, it's one of the first few results. I feel like
Sure.
I read a lot of it with that. I have to sign up for a membership. I'm sure this is like well-trodden territory by all of your guests.
Sure.
The weird quirks of Quora.
Well, everyone has their own experience
Yeah.
with it.
I hope my foot's not right in the camera right
It might
now.
be.
It's probably
Okay.
taking up the
People
whole
are
screen.
gonna
Already
be into
on
that.
WikiFeet, baby.
I'm not on WikiFeed.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think,
I'm not, but I'm going to get
you on
on it because of
WikiFeed?
this podcast.
No.
I'm not on
Wiki.
WikiFeet, making eye contact to camera.
Kath Barbadoro is our one guest who we've confirmed is on WikiFeed.
I have a
Yeah.
couple friends on WikiFeed.
From what I understand, they get
Get Claire on there.
no
never
offense
shown
to
my
our
feet.
peers, very minor celebrities on there.
People have
in a way
commented
that's
about
kind of remarkable.
Yeah, it is. It feels like a real credit.
Wait, they've commented about my
On Claire's feet.
Oh yeah, I guess they
Yeah,
have.
once or twice.
We put that on a poster. CISO, WikiFeet.
I've always said if you're gonna comment about Claire's feet or anyone's feet, you have to give us $5.
I was on the comedy show poster recently, where for the first time on a poster, I saw somebody had the credit gloves and colleges.
Really? That's just mean.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah. And I'm not outing them. They're like actually a really funny comedian. It was
Sure.
just made me laugh.
Damn.
Are you not
This
on
is
it?
very inside stand up.
Oh, it's terrible.
There's
If you're jacking off to anyone's feet, put them on WikiFeet.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like-
give back to your peers in the foot fetish community. Yeah.
That
There
one's
it
for
is.
free.
Yeah. And that's all you get for free.
That's all you get.
All right. Well, I found a bunch of Quora questions for us. This episode
Fantastic.
is Dark Secrets.
Wow.
So I don't know which button is the space of the week button, but it doesn't matter. Do you think it's this one? That
No.
was tips for men.
I think,
Whatever.
No.
That's close enough.
Wait. There you go.
That was not it, and I couldn't hear anything you said, Andrew. What did you say?
No, I just said no, you're in the same boat. 'Cause I just said for me that was like. God damn it.
Dog secrets.
I'm doing the Patreon episode with your headphones.
We could do that. I can get you better headphones.
Fine with me. I have lice.
I don't like this Ali G stunt comedy you guys are doing with me as the victim.
This faces true demonology. This is for people who want to understand demons.
Oh man.
What up with the demons?
Demons in the literal sense or demons in the emotional vampire
There's
sense?
We'll
no
find
way
out.
that they mean
Okay.
emotional demons. This is the person who runs this is a guy named Jonathan Awad, who is prophet of the Lord God.
Sounds like a wad to me.
It's mostly, I think it's real demons.
He's talking about the ranks of demons
Yeah,
here. We
he's-
have succubus rank, etc.
There are 4 unique ranks in the hierarchy of demons. The demons either have this rank by birth or by evolution, which happens over time. I don't know. Do you guys believe in demons?
No.
No?
Yeah, just I don't really believe in anything. I guess that's so grim the way I just put it.
I kind of believe in nothing.
Yeah, I know. I was just on a podcast recently. I was talking about. I don't believe in the full spread, which is God, ghosts, aliens, none of them.
You don't
kinda
believe in
with you.
aliens even?
I guess I believe in aliens, but in the sense where
Far
if
away.
they exist in a way where it just doesn't impact our lives at all.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll say the Grand Theft Auto doesn't impact my life because I don't play video games, but I believe in it.
I believe in the new Grand Theft Auto so much more than I believe in aliens.
There's actually an equal amount of evidence that there's a Grand Theft Auto 6,
Yeah.
that there is aliens in this world.
Well, we've never gotten a teaser trailer for aliens. We got one of those for GTA.
That's true. Fair enough.
We've had plenty of user-generated
I believe in
trailers.
what I can see in front of me at any
Right.
given time.
I
Yeah.
believe in demons. I believe in
demons.
ghosts. I believe in aliens.
Do you believe in them all equally?
No. I don't think this, however, these people are talking about demons. I think demons are just angry people who have died.
Okay.
Like psychopaths who have died who are mean ghosts.
Do you mean that in a ghost sense?
In a ghost sense.
So you believe in
Sure.
Oh.
ghosts?
Yeah.
Word.
But they're not it's like you either go to, do you live in heaven, or is it
No.
it's if you're good, you're gone.
No, I think it's just when you die, your electricity, your energy is sort of dispersed into the next plane or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Reality planes.
But
I don't know
what
just
is that? You missed a really interesting sound just now.
Yeah, my computer yelled at me that my phone's not connected to it.
Okay, that's good. Well, I was just kind of wrapping my head around like the idea of like vibes-based ghosts.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so vibes-based ghosts.
Yes.
So you know the idea of unfinished business.
Yes, right.
Yes.
There are some people who have died who they don't really have any unfinished business, so they're kind of just living their second life. Whereas others are agents of chaos. In the same way that people who are alive are sometimes.
Right.
So it's just like that, but in a different realm.
Their
And,
business is to be like rude to people.
yeah, and their energy is so bad and so concentrated that it can puncture through to the other.
Do you believe in like the notion of like a friendly ghost, like a Casper,
Casper.
type, or do you believe that if somebody becomes a ghost, it's purely out of the energy of spite and nothing else?
I think there are like nice ghosts.
Yeah.
You have nice unfinished business.
I would like to be like
Yeah.
haunted by my chillest roommates.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I don't know, like indigenous people have spirit guides and stuff like that. Something to think about.
I mean, there's nothing.
Nice idea.
Yeah.
Still don't believe it.
It's nice to be nice.
It does. It is nice to believe in. I don't believe in any of that stuff really, but I do want to believe in ghosts. It seems like a more fun.
Yeah, me not believing in the triad of God,
sucks.
ghosts, or aliens. It's not like passing judgment on
No.
those ideas. They're nice.
No,
It
it's just
seems
like
better.
too much to occupy.
We can
your
always
head.
write poetry about it, as
Yeah.
they say.
Well, these guys believe in, I think, like biblical demons.
Like biblical
Right, yeah.
Bible
Sure.
demons.
Well, this looks like less of a biblical thing and more of like a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like they're getting into like stats and ranks here.
I think that it is a Dungeons and Dragons-y way of looking at what they think is real demons.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause this is the
Are
hierarchy.
there succubi in the Bible?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There must be.
I'm
They're
sure.
always talking
I'm sure
about
they
it.
like in some translations of the Bible they use that term to refer to a loose woman, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who a woman in the Bible would be that is like a succubus.
Oh, the Eve,
Sure. Yeah.
the first
yeah.
evil lady.
Befriended a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Demon. Demon coded.
He has succubus as the lowest ranked demon.
Succus.
Evil god is abused by her power by mutating advanced life forms. This does feel like D&D.
Yeah.
And then bus. He's cut succubus into two words. And then chameleon and then master rank demons.
Yeah.
This is
ain't
like
real.
Yu-Gi-Oh, basically.
Yeah.
It is like Yu-Gi-Oh. I want to click on this guy's account. Jonathan Awad. Prophet of the Most High Dagon Prophet.
Prophet of the Lord,
Of the
God,
Most
and
High.
caps. Yeah, this
Twitter
guy's
page.
very religious.
He's on Blue Sky.
A little cult.
Everybody's
culty.
on freaking
Yeah.
Blue Sky.
Hey, it kind of looks like you.
Oh, great.
Oh wait, just kidding. But he looks a little Heaven's Gatey.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyone who's a prophet of anything.
Yeah.
It is funny to be like a guy who's an expert in demonology and also be like, I'm not going to be on Elon Musk's fashion. I'm good. Follow me on Blue Sky.
If you're still supporting the devil, it's funny.
Oh, this is a good one. Do demons sing? If so, what types of songs do they sing?
Oh, he's got a song.
Yeah, definitely like a succubi temptress would definitely like sing maybe like a I don't know, a hot burlesque torch song
Sure.
or something like that.
Or espresso. Me espresso.
Yeah, like it would be like espresso, like you give me fever, fever when you touch.
And everyone's like, oh, she's just annoying.
Yeah, yeah, it's a burlesque lady.
She's a burlesque lady, lives in Portland.
Yeah, I know a succubus who's really bad at singing. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work for her.
Yeah, I know a succubus who strips, but not to tempt men, just for her own sexual empowerment.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Yeah,
It's
Right.
a good exercise.
It really is. Pole.
Yeah.
All demons are doing pole these
All
days.
right. Well, that's enough of that. Let's read a bunch of Quora questions. This is forbidden knowledge.
Wait, was that the forbidden knowledge one?
It's the purple one next to it.
Yeah.
The one. Forbidden.
Okay, here's a bunch of similar
You
questions.
guys have to release the Andrew feed of this episode where there's just no sound
It's just
effects
underwater.
whatsoever. Yeah, every time you hit a sound effect, please cut to camera 2.
I'm just staring into the middle distance.
And I like the tree outside the window.
This question is, what is the maximum strength of a vampire compared to a human? Can anything defeat a vampire?
What do you think, Andrew?
Can anything defeat a vampire? I guess it depends on what vampire rules we're talking about, because I don't know.
Generally, like garlic can. They're like kind of easy to defeat.
Well, yeah, a classical style vampire is like an absurd amount of weaknesses.
Garlic, light.
You
Cross.
can, you can just be like, you
Silver.
can't come in my house. And you can just
like,
not be tricked. You can just not be an easy mark, and you can defeat a vampire.
They should have brought garlic into the new Nosferatu.
Yeah. Did you see the new Nosferatu?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Spoilers for like the new Nosferatu.
Sure.
For anybody listening, plus 15. But it is very funny how like the message of that movie is like, ladies, you can fuck an Ashkenazi guy as long as it's in service to your Christian God. It's like
it's not gonna change him. You're not gonna turn him.
yeah, no, they like really like leaned into like the old fashioned like anti-Semitism of the old Nosferatu. It was crazy. Like that mustache, that was like a George Lucas decision.
I just like to hear the voice. The voice is just fun to do.
Ooh, that's kind of a cornholio.
I am Cornholio.
Yeah, I need the DB for my bogey.
I didn't say it like in any situation where like, I have to go to the bathroom.
Hey, like he rolled a lot of his R's,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
What is that? Like Romania?
It's Transylvania,
Transylvania.
is the country he's from in those movies.
Yeah.
Which is Romania, I think, right?
Right.
In real
Right.
life.
And then there are gypsies.
I don't know if you
I
can
don't
say
think you're allowed to say
anymore.
gyps. I think you
have
should
to say
say
Roma.
I think you should allowed to say Romani people.
Romani
That's
people?
the term, yes.
But back then they would have called them gypsies.
Yeah, that's what Dracula would say.
Dracula. I did not care for that movie that much.
You don't
That was
like
okay.
it?
I
That
liked
was
the
pretty
way
good.
it looked.
I agree with you.
I liked that it was all lit naturally with candles.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess it like looked kind of like a screensaver with a few points, if that's a problem for
Yeah.
you.
Maybe Lily Rose Depp. I'm just going. She's doing too much. But maybe that
I thought she had the juice.
She was directed
Yeah.
to be like that.
I had a friend who
She
was
had the
saying they were
juice.
like pushing back against her because she feels like the new like chosen it girl that's being thrusted upon us.
You know who it was supposed to be?
Who?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Was she going to be in that
Yeah,
movie?
well, they're very
But she had to
similar.
drop out.
Why is this?
I think to do Mad Max. Or
Oh, interesting.
I liked when she was acting crazy, but I didn't like when she was acting normal. When she was
Same.
normal, I was like boring, but when she was crazy, I was like, she had to do all that stuff.
Same.
You know what I mean? You ever think
Yeah.
about like when you're like she just kept going like, and then I just imagine them like behind the scenes being like, all right, that was really good. Just once more.
Yeah, you just picture her being like toweled off or something.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
She hits that big loogie that she did in that one scene.
That's her Jack Sparrow
Yeah, well,
moment, I think.
Both inspired by Keith Richards.
Every time I think about that
Just stop
movie,
me up. I'm doing my own sound effects now. You guys, can you guys like
Stop
plug
me
your,
up.
Yeah, when you guys like when I'm about to do a sound effect, can you guys like plug your ears so I can be like brown sugar?
I just like go like. That's what it looks like. We can't hear you at all. Whenever I think about that movie, I think about how I said to my friend, I really like Dracula, but I don't think I like Eggers that much. And my friend was like, that's how I feel about Halloween. And now that's burned into my brain. Does that make any sense?
Halloween,
Halloween the movie or Halloween the
The
holiday?
holiday.
I get that.
I like Dracula, but I don't like Eggers.
Wait, no, okay, I'm actually
been
really.
fun.
I don't get that. I'm trying to parse
People
this.
throw eggs at you on Halloween.
Oh, I thought he was being like, I like the holiday Halloween, but unrelated, I despise Robert Eggers, the filmmaker.
So he likes dressing up, but he likes candy, but he doesn't like Halloween kind of
He
thing.
likes Dracula, but he doesn't
Yeah.
like having someone throw an egg at
Yeah,
him.
every time I say I like
it.
Halloween, I have to qualify it with the fact I hate one famous movie monster. I'd be like, Halloween's nice, but Chucky can go take a hike, baby.
You know who's back? Wolfman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is back.
You see the trailer for that?
I saw a commercial. I saw a commercial. It's by it's by Len Wiseman, who did all the Saw movies, and those movies I have particular attachment to.
Yeah.
So, well, not all the Saw movies, either like the first two. So
You
I might,
really relate to The guy.
Jigsaw. Yeah, I love that little puppet.
Forgot his name.
Good man. Love his politics. I just had like a bit release online about the Saw movie, so I don't want to like reiterate that.
Do the bit. We can set you up.
Hey, everybody,
Yeah,
look it
yeah,
up.
it becomes Comics Unleashed. So Andrew, I hear you have a lot of thoughts on Jigsaw. I'm here to do 5 Tonight Show couch bits, and then I'm getting out of here.
We have no money compared to Byron. What's his name? Byron?
Byron Allen. Yeah,
Byron
he comes
Allen?
from like old money, right?
Well, his name is Byron.
He
an
owns
old
the
money
Weather
name.
Channel.
What?
That's all I know.
Yeah, I think I knew that. Yeah.
One of the richest black
But I
men
think
in
he does
America.
come from like legit generational wealth. I could be totally wrong.
Really?
I think so. Maybe.
Isn't he Nick Kroll's brother? Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Nick Kroll's dad.
So Nick,
Nick
I
Kroll's
hear you
dad.
have a lot of thoughts about Fabrice.
That motherfucker.
Okay,
I
anyway,
forget, yeah.
the fucking Quora question. What is that? Can
yeah.
anything defeat a vampire? This,
So
Oh yeah, we're talking about vampires.
It could. What is this person?
this guy, James Anderson, who's a BA in
in
liberal
liberal
arts,
arts.
says it would depend on who is writing the story, which is basically what we said as well.
So can you scroll up and repeat what the question again?
What is the maximum strength of a
vampire
vampire compared to a human? Can anything defeat a vampire?
All right. Well, God, rewinding. It depends on the rules of the vampire thing.
Yes.
I think of like
Agreed.
Buffy vampires have like super strength. So like even if you even if you didn't let them trick you or whatever, you still got to beat them in a physical battle, which you
Yeah.
probably can't. do.
Buffy vampires are always like roided out, veiny,
Yeah.
yeah,
I haven't watched Buffy.
Well, they have like also the forehead ridges.
and the forehead
The
ridges.
ruffles have ridges on the forehead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Worf.
They
Yeah.
don't have cool mustaches in Buffy? All the vampires? Not
No,
all
they don't
old
roll
men
their
with
R's.
with mustaches?
Right. You call that a mustache?
Doesn't he have a mustache in the movie? In,
Nosferatu had a
Nosferatu?
mustache.
Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
It's whatever it is. It's ugly.
Yeah, I'll say it. He's ugly.
I
Count
would-
Orlok?
I would not let him eat me out.
There's this funny answer here that says, please check. In reality, are there vampires? Maybe just in movies. Then you have to come to reality and not
fiction.
fictions.
Imagine being the guy who posted this topic being like, oh, thank God. I didn't know vampires weren't real.
This guy is former once an atheist.
Oh, let's check out.
Wait, that's a double negative.
His
That
name
means he's an
is-
atheist.
You know Jiru Asabuhian. He's a
He's
minister.
from Nigeria. He lives in Benin City.
He does live in Nigeria. He's asked
Wait,
one
he's
question.
a minister.
Yeah, he is.
That's amazing for a recent former atheist. You're really like speed running Christianity.
He's hanging out on Quora.
Talking about God.
Yeah, he doesn't
I mean,
really
like
ask anything
ordained in
interesting.
the getting my friends married sense, where you just have to like
He went online.
yeah, fill out a
this is
survey or something.
This is the AI again. They've gotten us once again. This question is from the AI.
This is something
What?
new that's happening, Andrew, is that the AI generators generating fake questions that they go, what would a stupid human want to know about?
Well, are they trying to like drive engagement basically?
Yeah,
they
There's
want more
people whose hobby it is
questions.
to answer AI questions about vampire.
A lot of the questions are about like, can humans kill each other with whatever? It's like about people killing each other.
There was one that was sent
This
in
is
recently.
this is so dead internet theory.
I know, yeah, for real. There was one recently someone sent in that was like, how can you keep a decomposing body in your apartment without people knowing?
That was an AI
And
generator.
the computer asked that. Isn't that creepy?
outrageous.
It shouldn't be allowed to do that. Anyway, these are prompts that are intended to capture questions people may have in the future.
Sorry, I should have kept that ball in the air, but I was just genuinely too like upset by
It is
my ball.
disturbing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's very
Strange.
I guess Core's not doing well, or no? Everyone's
I don't think
everyone's just
anything
trying to
is.
like justify their own use of AI
I
because they're
don't think-
spending so much money on
The
it.
CEO of Quora, I think, is like on the board for OpenAI,
Oh, that makes
makes
sense.
total
which is
sense.
really weird.
Is the CEO of Quora aware of the show?
I've emailed him many times, but he has not answered me.
Is he American?
I think so. His name is Adam something. I email him and I go like, "Hi, I have a podcast that celebrates Quora." And I like to, obviously I'm not saying like we are reading like fetish porn, but I'm like, you should come on and talk about what a great website it is. But he hasn't been. Him and Jordan Peterson and Orson Scott Card.
Yeah, because he knows he's walking into a damn gotcha interview.
Yeah,
you're gonna
he
put him in the
knows.
hot seat.
He sees right through that.
When Quora, when you, for instance, Google something and Quora is one of the first things that pops up, is Quora like paying for
I have no idea.
That sort of thing.
I don't know. I
For
really
their
don't
thing
know.
To be,
I think Google. I think
Yeah.
everything's just fucked up now. I think Google just like doesn't work anymore.
I think you're right.
It's all
We're
broken.
moving to Bing.
We're all going to Bing.
They're all going to Bing.
Bing-ators.
Yeah. We're bringing back Lycos. Ask Jeeves.
Ghosts.
Here's another question.
Yahoo.
Ask Jeeves, baby. Indubitably. That was one of the sound effects. Plug your ears.
Oh yeah.
That was a Butler sound effect.
Killing spree. Killing spree.
I heard that. That was Killing Spree.
Killing spree.
How do I turn it? Okay, there we go.
You just kept pressing it. You pressed
I didn't realize how sensitive the brakes were on.
This is yeah.
How do I turn it off? And you press it 4 times.
Yeah. This is gonna be like a Goku fight where we're just shooting sound
I
effects at
can't
each other.
wait for Alex to listen to this and just in anger, just being like, "What are they doing?"
That's
Law and Order. Why am I being
is that
attacked?
a dunk dunk? This is
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the most infuriating listen.
Oh yeah, you're not even listening.
I can't hear it.
Here, wait, let me do one more. Okay, that was a gunshot.
There again.
Just imagine a gunshot.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah, I
Okay,
figure.
let's
I've heard a gun. I've heard gunshot.wave.
I'm saying this
Let's
question.
move on.
Why am I being attacked in the astral? I'm seeing aliens, demons, evil entities.
Is this me?
Are you being attacked?
I am
in
gonna
the
ask you to
astral?
like up top check if it's an AI question.
Yeah, I am gonna
Oh,
check
really
that.
good question.
No, this question is from Drew Andino,
Andino.
who has asked 5 questions. This is the most recent one from 2 years ago. Why is my astral form leaving my body every time I sleep? I just start levitating out of my body without trying. Is anyone still playing Modern Warfare 2 on Xbox One? For the last week, I've been getting really bad left arm pain when sneezing. My arm goes weak and the nerves tingle for a few minutes. Does anyone know what this is? And then, what does it mean when 3 people had the exact same dream about someone dying the same night? These are all terrifying questions, except
Yeah.
for, I guess, Modern Warfare 2.
Well, God, I hope that guy found some friends to play Modern Warfare
I know.
2 with.
Well, he hasn't been on here.
I've
for
already had a
while.
heart attack, right? If your left arm is...
Yeah, that's really bad.
But when sneezing.
Yeah.
There's
Maybe
one
he's
answer on
afraid he's
that.
going to get a heart attack and it's all psychosomatic.
Yeah.
And I know this from
Yes.
personal experience.
Yeah, have you had a psychosomatic heart attack?
I was having some weird heart stuff a
Sure.
few months ago. I'm
Yeah.
like apparently totally fine. Doctor said pretty healthy. But a few months ago, I guess I had like an infection in my like chest or whatever that I was getting these weird heart pangs.
Oh.
And like I started looking up the symptoms, and of course, it's just going to like enable you into thinking like, "Oh, I'm having a heart attack. I
Yeah.
need to go to the ER." Which
Interesting.
I eventually did, and it was the most annoying kind of ER visit where they like kept me there for 8 hours, and at the end they're like, "Take some ibuprofen." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have asked Quora.
yeah,
That would
Yeah.
have been a better way to get that answer.
yeah.
It would
Your
have been
heart
much
problems
quicker.
are the result of a succubi.
You never know.
You never know.
Anyway, there's only one
Hey,
answer
la
on
vie,
this.
say the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell.
Actually, there's a bunch of answers. I take it back. One guy says, take your meds.
No
meds?
meds.
Go to doctor early tomorrow. And that was from Mr. Spock.
Coconut farmer.
He really is a creature of pure logic.
Yes, I guess Mr. Spock is a coconut farmer in this one. Someone else says, you have done something to allow them in. Gather strength and firmly tell them to leave. Take in a breath, saying, I bring in all that belongs to me that is pure and holy, and nothing that does not belong to me or give me strength. As you breathe out, say, I remove all that is not pure and holy and does not belong to me or give me strength. 3 times. After that, breathe in all that belongs to you, blah, 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 blah. So you have to say a bunch of words and they'll go away, I guess. Also, maybe you should ask the demons and entities to play Modern Warfare with you.
Oh yeah.
Put them to
totally.
work.
Dude, you squatted up with a bunch of demons, you'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably
I'd
really
be like,
good at the
These
game."
guys are using an aimbot. But no,
the
it's just
astral plane.
satanic power.
Okay, I'm going to move on to another question. Here's one.
All the questions today, not the spoiler, are they all demonology focused?
I put them
Dark
all, they're all
secrets?
forbidden knowledge. It's
Okay.
dark secret is the theme.
Right, yes.
But this is not demonology. This
I'm
one
asking a
is-
lot of questions that can be solved by looking at the top of the computer screen.
This one is, what do you do if you live in a house of horrors? Nobody cares
Cares
anyway. So that's not a demon.
So this guy's just giving up already.
The guy who's like blasé about the haunted house he lives in.
Yeah,
I live in Spooky World, and who gives a shit? Spooky World in New Hampshire. Where was it? New England.
Nobody understands me.
Step 1 is you have to like accept that this is a problem and that it does matter. People
Yeah.
do care.
House of Horrors could be a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be evil entities. It could just be like abuse.
Yeah, it could just be abused.
Yeah, well, in
Regular
that
abuse.
case, I care and a lot of other people do, and you should
I care even
seek
more.
help for that.
It could also be like a circus thing. You're at the carnival
This is
and you got stuck in a house of horrors.
the question asker in this one is Bicky Mohar. He's photography.
Hey,
photography.
Becky, you're Mohar.
He's bragging about like how many views he has on Quora, which is 26 million. What is this?
Andrew liked it.
that got me.
Is he a podcaster?
I don't know what he's doing. He's got a bunch of stuff going on. He's got these like really scary like early.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of like
2000s.
funny like iMac photo booth photos.
So yeah, he's for sure seeing demons.
He was
I might be like a funny guy, and he posted the photo as a joke. Not the photo, the
There's so many of them.
Dude, this guy's posted a lot of photos.
Okay, let's see some other questions.
He's asked 3,000 questions.
Well, let's pick one.
This is from 6 minutes ago. Why are mornings always the toughest to get through for some people?
I can relate to that.
Sure.
I'm going to say probably because you live in a house of horrors. Anyway, I don't know.
Why are mornings always the toughest to get through?
One of
Chased by
I guess one of my
House of
credentials
Horrors.
was gamer.
Oh, you can list gamer like a profession.
Yeah, you can put anything
You
you
can
want.
put anything.
So I said gamer. Are messed up nightmares trying to tell you something about your waking state? He asks so many questions. He's asked 3 in the last 30 minutes.
Can I tell you, I had a dream last night about someone we all know getting mad at me for sleeping with her boyfriend.
Whoa.
Which I did not do. Yeah. But I woke up feeling so bad. I was like, wow, I can't believe I slept with her boyfriend. And then I'll tell you off cam.
Would you? Is it
So,
someone that
yeah.
you would have slept
Behind
with
the
or no?
paywall, baby.
It
Or
was
like
someone
completely random?
It was someone I wanted to sleep with at one point. But it really was like, what is this telling me about my waking state?
Right. Interesting.
And I think I'm just looking for things to feel guilty about.
This seems like the same guilt that people on Quora are racked with.
Yeah.
Where they're just trying to, I don't know, air the dirtiest details of their personal life in the form of a question.
Yeah, instead of just living their life and
Yeah.
not worrying about it.
Nobody cares.
I'm
Nobody
trying to-
cares.
What I'm trying to say is we're no different than Blickety Blop. What's this guy's name again?
His name is Bicky Mohar.
Hey, Bicky, you're Mohar. How could you forget?
Hey, Bicky.
Yeah.
Hey, Bicky.
Sorry, that kind of scrambled my mind when you said that.
I like this question that he asked. Why do some teenagers, young adults, even adults love and like gangster rap? Or is there more to it than that? How do you convince them that it's not worth it?
Huh, is there any music
I
you
didn't know
listen
this
to
guy was
that's
such a
not worth
moralist.
it?
I'm upset by this now.
How evil is the love for money? That's a great question.
Pretty evil.
It's really bad. You shouldn't do it.
This guy's like, he's like one of those dudes I met in college. It's like, I only like hip hop that uses real instruments, like Flowbots or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Yeah. Nothing talking about bitches and hoes or something like
Yes.
that. I like when Ben Folds raps.
Yeah, I grew up with a lot of like upper middle class white kids who would say stuff like that. Where it's
Oh,
like,
yeah, big time.
I don't like it when they talk about being like a gangster. They should talk about real problems, like having math homework.
and George W. Bush.
Yeah, I had a friend
Yeah.
who wanted to get an entire Immortal Technique verse tattooed onto his back, like the whole verse.
Yeah, that's an entire back piece.
Yeah.
That's gigantic.
From the fucking What About His Dad or whatever. What's his famous song?
Deal with the Devil.
That's the one.
That's an insane song to get. I mean, like, I almost don't want to talk about it on the podcast because it's a very grim subject matter. And that's a really crazy one to get tattooed on
You
your
didn't
body.
do it.
You remember Atmosphere?
I do remember Atmosphere, yeah. He had a big old
Similar
soul
vibe.
patch.
Big old soul patch. White guy. This answer is really interesting.
Okay, please.
What was the question again?
Okay, so the original question is, what do you do if you live in a house of horrors and nobody
Nobody
cares
cares
anyway?
anyway.
Now,
Yes.
this guy, Alyssa, she is answering a different question, which is, what do you do if you live in a house of horrors? So I wonder if this is Bicky, and Bicky asked it and no one answered, and then he asked it again and was like, well, I guess no one.
Wait, are you saying he answered his own
Yeah.
question?
No. I'm saying he
Okay.
asked a question called, what do you do? Or the question was, what do you do if you live in a house of horrors? And then sometime
answered.
later, he asked again, what do you do if you live in a house of horrors? Nobody cares anyway.
Because nobody was answering. Nobody cared.
But this one
okay.
is to the original.
I thought he
one.
was like using Quora like how Speedy Gonzalez plays tennis, where he was like, "Great question, Bicky."
It's Bicky internet theory. Every question and answer is all Bicky.
Bicky.
Anyway, the answer from Alyssa is, you don't see it as such. Do the Addams family see their home as hellish? To them, married couples enjoy S&M. Lying on a bed of nails is relaxing, and having a lion wandering the house is normal.
Does that happen in the Addams family?
I guess.
Is there
Does the Addams family
S&M?
go hyper into detail about their sex life?
I guess so. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I just remember
in a long
he's very
time.
horny. I don't think.
Do they do S&M in the Addams
Yeah.
family? Yeah.
What if they just like the most vanilla sex imaginable?
It's all
Gomez
missionary.
and Morticia. All missionary, and then they sleep in separate beds.
Reading on at the end, it says, girls like me who started having older lovers early, about 11, think of that as normal too. You tiptoe around not wanting to get dad angry and you don't have people over. Well, now it seems bad. Alyssa, who is a woman of illiteracy and cunning, and her bio says, I'm the elite liberal they warned you about.
I mean, I don't want to make fun
You know
of this
what?
woman.
I
think-
don't want to make fun of any of these people.
Yeah.
I don't want to make fun of her that much, but I will say I'm pretty sure we've read this woman's profile on this podcast before.
That makes
'Cause this,
sense.
Okay.
This bio of began to read at 5, began witchcraft at 10, remain a skeptical hedge witch, became Illuminata at 22 feels very familiar to me.
Yeah, Alberto Mysterio.
Oh yeah, there you go. Alex, that's Alex's account.
Oh,
I forgot
interesting.
that we're not on there.
Everyone on Quora is either a reformed atheist or a reformed practitioner of witchcraft.
Yeah, fully.
I think she's still a witch, but she's also a marble racing fan.
Marble racing fan. The Bible is a prayer book, not a rule and history book.
Good to know. Thank you,
She
Alyssa.
is the liberal they warned me about.
I know. I was warned about Alyssa when I was young. They said, watch out for her. She's a
Yeah.
witch.
Look out for people who the Addams family is normal to them. My conservative uncle would always tell me.
This is a great answer from Dawn. I'd move the fuck out fast.
Hey, man, your problems are not your fault, but they are your responsibility.
And then this side stanley says, ask if I could move in with you, kiss emoji. Stanley, why are you trying to get into Dawn's house?
Because she has beautiful bangs.
She's beautiful. She was
Golden
in
rule: do
Louisiana.
unto others as you would have others do unto you.
She's a member of the space Face Warp Adult Humor.
Click on it.
This is mostly just people literally warping faces to make them look silly.
That is pretty funny.
Oh, there's also some memes.
Yeah, take a pee break during a date with a hot girl.
I don't think these people know what memes are.
I don't know what that is at all. This is a screenshot from like 2005.
When Professor told dirty jokes in class, the woman wanted to protest it. So they decided that in the next time that the professor will start with
See
the image cut off before it started to make
the
sense.
end of it is, so they decided that the next time that the professor will start with these kinds of jokes, they all will leave the class as a protest. That's pretty funny.
So-
Yeah,
but
that's one of the more relatable memes I've ever heard.
There are so many laughing emojis on this one. It makes me think that it actually is funny.
The image is a professor and then 3 girls with heart eyes. What was this made by a? It feels like not even like it doesn't make enough sense for it to even.
The last time I was on this show, Quora was not as like completely indecipherable as it is now.
It really
This
is.
does feel like we're
It's
trying
bad.
to like translate a dead language, basically.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, it is
Like I'm
weird.
trying to like translate Sanskrit with.
There's a question in here. How can we know the latest YouTube news? Like, what does that even mean?
News and what's happening to YouTube.
This is such a strange. All right, well,
this is kind of for
here's
everything.
the fucking Big Lebowski meme. You actually think that criminals will obey gun control laws? You're a special kind of stupid, aren't you? That's some good adult humor.
That's the good kind of like Facebook boomer meme where there's no punchline to it.
Yeah.
It's just like basically everything's a variation of the condescending Wonka. They want the condescending Wonka but with a little country fried flavor.
Yes, they want to imagine.
I said
that's
country
a southern,
fried, excuse me.
They want to imagine a southern accent.
Which one was that?
That was
don't
about
know.
3 seconds of tips for them.
I'm trying out some.
Space of the week.
All right, that was Space of the Week.
So that was Space of the Week. Were we just in Space of the Week? No.
No, that was the beginning. It doesn't matter.
Okay, that is.
None of this matters.
Check this out, Andrew.
Oh, okay. I heard a bit of that one. That was a little John. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, next question.
Here's a question. Who wins in a fight, 5 girls versus 1 boy, and how?
Who wins in a fight?
You ever been in a fight with 5 girls
There's
versus 1 boy?
I imagine the 5 girls, right?
I think they would. Depends on the
Yeah.
boy.
Definitely the 5 girls.
Yeah, I guess it depends on if the boy is like 15 feet tall or
If
something.
the boy is Freak the Mighty or whatever.
Who's Freak the Mighty?
You don't know about Freak the
Is
Mighty?
that
I don't know about
cartoon
Freak the
character?
Mighty.
It's a young adult novel about a really tall kid and then like a small kid who becomes his friend. Can you Google Freak the Mighty? please?
Is it a cartoon, right?
No.
Oh, never mind.
It's
I don't know.
a Kieran Culkin.
Oh.
Yeah, when you said Freak the Mighty, I was like, oh, I only listen to positive hip hop.
Every chapter
I don't know
he
who that
fights 5 women. I don't know.
What?
Freak the Mighty. I think it's a book.
It's a book, but then it was a movie where Kieran Culkin plays the. Hey, wait, go down, go down.
Okay, so this
Okay.
is young Kieran Culkin. He's just a young boy.
Oh, so the movie's called The Mighty.
The Mighty.
Okay.
The book is called Freak the Mighty.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone's in it. Gillian Anderson's in
Big
it.
boy. It's about a big boy and a little.
He's got a sword at one point.
Man, I don't feel guilty about not knowing this at all. This seems to be
Yeah.
a children's movie of pretty minor renown.
It really stuck with me though, and I'm not quite sure why.
When did it
Well,
come
yeah, because
out?
you're terrified of being like me and 4 other women couldn't kick this guy's ass.
1990.
Oh, James Gandolfini's
Harry
in
Dean
it.
Stanton.
Cool.
It's so funny when you're watching a movie and like James Gandolfini shows
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
It'd be like it's like
Yeah.
it'd be like if you were like watching Bridge of Spies and Stewie Griffin just walks in. It's such a surreal feeling.
Like, you're not supposed to be here.
I'm friends with Tom Hanks.
Hey, you're the guy from the TV show.
I don't like when he talks in a normal voice. It stresses me out.
Stewie?
No, I meant James Gandolfini.
Oh yeah, it is weird.
Because he doesn't actually talk like Tony Soprano.
Is that true? In my mind's in my memory, I feel like he kind of is.
Whenever you watch him in an
idea.
interview, he is Tony Soprano. And he's like, yeah, so basically when I was doing the movie, and I was like, what the fuck?
It's like kind of nasally, kind of
Yeah.
normal style.
Should I look up James Gandolfini interview? Is that where we're
Yeah,
going?
I can't wait to
with
hear
Yeah.
his real voice over my fucking headphones.
Here you can. Listen.
this?
I
Okay.
guess so.
Let's hear it.
Your character is remarkable. I mean, even when you're not being violent,
is,
there's
60 minutes.
There's violence. It seems like it's going to
hasn't
burst
started
out any
talking yet.
second. To what extent
nodding.
are you responsible for that, and to what extent did David Chase create the character?
A little bit of both. I mean, I have a little bit of a temper, but it's a useless temper.
No, you think I'm wrong?
Doesn't
that
accomplish
sounds a lot
anything.
like
It's
Tony
just a lot of
Soprano.
ranting and raving and nothing.
Maybe he just
But,
puts
uh,
on
He
it
doesn't
on a
do
little
it. He doesn't
thicker.
have a New Jersey accent.
Yeah, he just kind of says it with like a sheen of rage when he's Tony Soprano.
All right, well, whatever. Who
Whatever, who
cares?
cares?
Who wins in a fight between 5 girls and 1 boy?
Mighty.
The answer is James Gandolfini's voice is actually quite similar to Tony Soprano's.
I have to ask a question.
Please.
Is it my fault the show is like this today?
No.
Oh, no, it's always kind of like this.
Yeah, I think it's always like this.
Okay.
What if Alex
I would feel
is the
very
glue?
guilty about that. I don't mean to get combative about like James Gandolfini's voice or how weird
No, you're
Cora
fine.
is.
I think you're totally fine.
Excellent.
A lot of people are asking questions about a certain amount of women versus one man.
Yeah, there's all these related questions.
Yeah.
Girls, have you ever won a fight
Oh, this is
against
just
a man?
another. It's a classic. We have a term on Quora. It's the vampire strength test. Because I need to know more details about the question.
Who would win in a fight, 1 grown male or several females? Would an unarmed fight, 1 average healthy male or 5 average females? How much stronger is average male? I think people are just they should just try it out, right? Like do a Mythbusters for Quora.
Can we say
Yeah.
this is an AI question?
Oh, yeah, we can.
They should do an entire MythBusters with just woman fighting based questions.
Yeah. This is not an AI. This
Okay.
is, there's a lot of, this is from Jonathan Moore,
Okay.
who
From Milwaukee.
is from Milwaukee and has an anime profile picture.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool guy. He's asked 4 questions.
All about girls fighting.
Has a girl ever
him.
put you in a head scissors before? If so, did they make you pass out? Girls, what are some things you can do to beat a guy in a fight? Girls, have you ever kicked a boy in the nuts to win a fight? How many times? What was his reaction?
Okay, so I remember our last episode, we did talk about the fetish community on Quora.
There's
and
a lot
this
of
is
those.
100% one of the, this is just a guy who like wants 5 women to grip his ankles, wrists, and head and just pull very tightly.
Yeah, he just wants to get pwned.
Yeah. He just wants 5 women to shake him like an old rug.
Shake this boy.
Get his lunch money out. I mean, people basically saying what we're saying, which is like if the girls work together, they should win the fight.
Yeah.
If they need to attack the guy like.
Which good luck that. You know how ladies are when they're to go. Oh my god.
When they're trying to fight one boy.
Well, hopefully their periods are synced up, and so they have extra vampire strength.
This guy gives like a lot of advice. He says all 5 girls need to surround the guy. Then the first 2 or 3 should rush him from the front, while the last 2 rush from the back.
This is a game plan.
Women can be dirty fighters, he says.
It's true.
Yeah, I agree with
long
that.
nails.
Dude, the guy who posted this question is reading that, just stroking it so hard.
This answer.
This woman says because of our lack of muscle power in comparison to boys, we aren't afraid of fighting with whatever weapons are at hand. So that's great.
Could be stilettos or a cast iron frying pan.
It's just so funny
my
to like
God.
to frame your fetish like a question. Like,
Yeah.
fellas, can a lady ever shove her entire foot in your mouth?
Yeah.
What would happen if someone peed my pants?
Yeah. It's always like, what would happen if I peed in a really big bottle, left it out for a little bit, and mommy found it?
I just watch porn. Why are you making me do the work of you jacking off? Lara says the 5 girls would win. I know Hollywood and incels love to embrace the fiction that one man is so much stronger and a better fighter than a mere girl, that even 5 to 1 they win in a fight. That is just a fiction, a fantasy, a fairy tale that such insecure males tell themselves to feel powerful and in control.
No, this guy likes it.
Yeah, he's into it.
What if the boy's the Hulk?
Yeah. What if it's the Rock or the Hulk or the mighty freak?
Mighty freak.
yeah, freak the mighty.
Freak
What
the
if it's
mighty.
Kieran Culkin on top of a big guy?
Okay, let's read another question.
Oh my god.
On the TV show Finding Bigfoot, the crew plays mating calls to lure him out. What would the crew do if he makes a beeline to them with a raging erection?
What would
All
the
right,
crew
this is
do?
clearly a guy trying to have a laugh. If you're gonna post fetish content on Quora, come at it from an earnest perspective. I beg you. Why am I even gonna bother answering this if you're not gonna jack off to it?
The thing is, though, it's the same thing as the Godzilla one, where Bigfoot's a girl. It's another
that true?
one. I mean,
Bigfoot's a girl?
people do think that Bigfoot is. A woman.
I think his like mating call is like a little like her mating call. Excuse me,
Thank
like
you.
high pitched and like feminine.
You're gonna get canceled for misgendering both Godzilla and Bigfoot
Right.
this episode.
You know, I think I know what Bigfoot mating call is.
Hey, did you guys see? That riff sucks. I'm not going to continue with that.
In this, I'll save you here. In this picture, the famous blurry Bigfoot walking picture, people insist that these are 2 Bigfoot knockers,
Those do look like big.
and this is a lady Bigfoot.
But it's also like a suit that somebody
Yeah, I
made.
know.
Another amateur fetishist chose to put tits on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But in the Bigfoot Reddit world, where they look at this video over and over and over again, they've decided that it is
The
a
guy
real
who created the Bigfoot suit is kind of like James Cameron, where like he's horny for a really powerful woman, which accidentally makes him feminist.
Yeah. R. Crumb-esque.
Yeah.
Got thick thighs, nice booty.
Is it
be a
Bigfoot's
woman.
a beautiful lady or a man in a beautiful lady suit that is very hairy? I don't like thinking about
I don't know
Bigfoot
if the
having
audience can see the
boobs.
photo. It's the classic
They
like
can.
Bigfoot photo
Yes.
of like Bigfoot mid catwalk
Yeah, you know what
stride.
we're talking about.
Yeah, making a come hither look at the camera.
The problem with Bigfoot having boobs is like I don't want to think about like Bigfoot like nursing young. Like it just feels weird to like think of someone like sucking Bigfoot's hairy boob.
You know, whatever.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Get over
Yeah,
it.
that seems
That's
like
true.
a scenario
Hey.
that this jokester would post to Quora. Would you ever suck Bigfoot's milky tits?
Well, I guess I want to answer the question, what would the crew do?
What would they do? I think that they would be excited. They would because they would. Be
Then they would have seen Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, this is all about is finding Bigfoot. I take it that's a Discovery Channel show of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an anonymous question. So whoever it is, this hilarious troll doesn't want to be known.
I once went on a Bigfoot search.
Oh, yeah?
That was filmed for something. Really? And I never did see the footage of that. But it was like
Was it
me.
ever released?
I think so. It was me, Kyle Kinane, and then a couple other people. And we were there with a Bigfoot expert.
What was this on?
I don't
Like a CISO?
remember.
Were you on a Quibi?
It was CISO-esque, I think, possibly even like Vice. But I remember the
You don't know because the footage was seized by the feds.
yeah.
You found her.
For some reason, I have no memory of that day, and the footage is gone
Yeah,
forever.
and it was a
The last thing I
long
remember is
night.
being asked to look into a flashing light.
Truly, and we were
Yeah.
drunk.
And then afterwards, Will Smith was like, all right, here's your story.
It was in Oregon. But anyway, I think the mating call, from what I remember, was something like,
Yeah.
They made Canadian.
No, yeah, from what I remember, the Bigfoot mating call is something like "Kro-ko-ko," or
yeah,
something
like
that.
truly like,
Yeah.
When was this, Claire?
at least 8 years ago.
And it was like a comedic Bigfoot show where they had
It was like
comics.
doing stuff while drunk or some bullshit like that.
So it wasn't specifically cryptozoology based.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't a bunch
just,
of Bigfoot guys who were like, we gotta get Canane in here.
I mean,
and
I feel like that
Claire.
happens every other week. A bunch of Bigfoot guys trying to get Canane to hang out with them.
Probably true.
But yeah, I don't. I'll look it. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to see it.
I'm
If we can
remembering
find
it in the way that I'm remembering a dream where I'm like, did that even happen? And I'm pretty sure it did.
Bigfoot is bad that you had sex with his girlfriend.
And the weirdest dream where I was airdropped into the woods by Vice and just fed so much alcohol.
That was honestly a
Yeah.
good 3 years of my actual life.
Yeah. And I met Bigfoot. And yeah, she.
And she,
That's our new shirt
I met
that we're
Bigfoot,
selling.
she's black.
That would sell. I think that would do
sell.
great.
Yeah, definitely.
that's a good bumper sticker.
What do you think the odds are that you got paid to be on that show?
0.
I feel like people
over
had to
0.
beg Vice to give them money that they were owed.
One time it took them like I think a full year to pay me for
That's crazy.
maybe one article that I wrote.
Ben Wasserman told me a story about how he was in a Vice show, and at the end they were like, we're so sorry. We actually did the budget wrong, and there's no money for you. And he was like, no, you can't.
Cool, man.
You can't. You're not allowed to just say never mind.
Yep, that's what they did.
Yeah, we spent the whole budget on the Bigfoot tranquilizers. Which, buddy, the going rate for those pretty pricey.
More like the clarocaine tranquilizer. Go ahead. I'm gonna look it up later, but I'm really curious.
You definitely didn't see Bigfoot because that is the thing you would remember.
Yeah.
I did not see Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But it did feel spooky.
Sure. Being in the woods.
You're in an outdoor house of horrors.
Yeah.
Basically,
I think
but
just
nobody
drinking
cares.
a lot
Nobody cares.
and being in the dark is scary.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Anyway, the top answer here is they'd start filming amateur Bigfoot porn.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm
That's
sure
probably
that-
true.
That's probably true. Do you think that exists on Pornhub? Is there
There's
people
a
dressed
lot
up?
of Bigfoot
Yeah.
stuff.
Stay
People
tuned.
love Bigfoot, I
Yeah.
think.
I like furry stuff for
Wasn't
sure.
there like a famous like politician who was into Bigfoot porn? Am I making this
What?
up? I'm gonna.
It
Look
sounds weirdly familiar.
I'm looking up politician
Yeah.
Bigfoot porn. Bigfoot
Bigfoot
erotica
erotica.
becomes an issue in Virginia congressional campaign. Monster-themed pornography does exist, but Denver
Riggleman.
Riggleman, a Republican, his name is Denver Riggleman, said his writing on Bigfoot has not been pornographic. So this is in the New York Times. And I guess the other person... Okay, so Denver Riggleman's opponent was Leslie Cockburn.
Oh God.
This is like
going
an
on?
article from Mad Magazine in 1994. Like, what is this? Anyway, this was
I
from
don't like how the
2018.
New York Times is getting a little saucy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like a Bigfoot porn. Yeah, you read that correctly. You're the Fifth Estate. It's time to.
What is this? The Post?
This is the thing the news started doing, where it's like, like the Washington Post will be like, Lizzo brought a tiny purse to the VMAs, and it was a mood.
Yeah, it's like a
Have some
reporter.
respect for yourself.
But yeah, Bigfoot porn is big. Like people, I mean, it's like he's like a bear.
Yeah.
Like, he's a
for
big hairy dude.
sure.
People want to fuck Bigfoot.
I'm trying to think of other monsters.
Is that
people
is
don't
that
fuck.
more related to the fact that that Bigfoot is a strong woman, or are people
Maybe
just like
you're
a
right.
furry thing?
I guess
I guess it
all
depends on a
monsters.
case by case basis.
I think there's erotica for all monsters. I think it's a lot of women who are reading sexy novellas about like I fucked a vampire. I
Yeah.
mean that's what Nosferatu's about,
Oh,
right? I mean,
Yeah, I
it's about
guess
a
it
woman who
is.
fucked a vampire. But
But vampires are famous for being hot.
I know. I'm gonna look up
Not
monster
typically.
erotica.
No, I feel Dracula was
If you-
supposed to. The original vampire Dracula was a sexy, suave man, and that's how he enticed people.
Okay, so this is the best monster erotica on Goodreads right now.
oh my!
The top
God.
one is from Tawny Savage, Bridget's Blessing. And the next one is Gator Got Her.
Gator-
But this is the best one. Number 3.
Honey, I Shrunk Your Cooch.
What is
Yielded
that
to the
about?
I like it. When I read
I
the
mean, I could
Honey,
take
I
a
Shrunk Your
guess.
Cooch, I intentionally stifled a laugh. I was like, no, they're not getting one from me.
Mary Carey has always wanted to be treated like a queen, but she gets more than she bargained for when she finds herself shrunk to the size of an ant and taken to the anthill to be the new ant queen, with all that entails. That's,
I'm not trying to kink shame.
this is 12
I
pages.
like that one bit.
I'm going to kink shame right now and say, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't have sex with ants. I don't like that at all.
No, that's itchy. It feels like it'd be
Yeah, it was all these weird breeding things.
So yeah, people like, all sorts of weird erotica stuff. Sacked and Slayed is a related book. I have to imagine this is about having sex with Santa Claus.
Okay. Sacked is like a British term for fired, though.
I mean, we can look it up. I mean, I could be wrong here. I don't want to.
Sucked and slayed.
Sacked and Slayed.
Yeah.
He sees her when she's sleeping. He knows she's his to take.
Ooh, that's pretty
For
good.
6 years, I've spent December dressing up as one of Santa's elves and trying to make ends meet. I don't know. There's all sorts of monster porn
God.
books. Yielding to Dragons.
I'm so happy like Reddit-tacular stuff doesn't get me horny.
Thanks for the gold, my
yeah,
lover.
I'm so happy I'm not like turned on by like awkward panda or whatever.
He held up a spork and shoved it inside.
Yeah, we should all be so grateful.
Hunted by the Stag King, mounted
Yeah.
by the Minotaur. This is like people's jobs, is just like cranking out
Yeah.
monster porn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Books, novellas about like, oh, one time I like got my guts rearranged by the flying spaghetti monster or something.
Yeah, that would be truly awful. If I was into that, I would be very sad. Well, that's monster erotica.
How much time we got left on this?
Let's do one more question,
Okay, great.
so we can cut out all of the awkward
Sure.
fumbling with the buttons.
Yeah, you got to unlock some more.
Anglo spotted.
Okay, now I know where that one is.
I'm trying to think of which one is. Oh, let's do this one. This is the final one. How do gang stalkers get their telepathy?
What's a gang stalker?
You know what a gang stalker
Yeah,
is?
this is like a conspiracy theory. Well, so I don't think there's any kind of like one definition of gang stalkers. It's the idea that like I'm not really up on the details. It's like the government is trying to like,
Yeah.
fuck with you, and they're sending people to like gaslight you in your day to day. So to
Yeah,
speak.
it's people who believe that there is a gang of people stalking them. So they'll anything that happens to them, if someone bumps into them in the street, they're like, "That's a CIA agent who is trying to like get my fingertips or whatever."
And this
so
goes
this
into
is-
classic Quora Dracula's dilemma,
Yes.
where I don't think all gang stalkers by default have telepathy.
So this is a strictly like schizophrenic person.
Yes.
Sure.
Thing.
Yes.
Interesting.
Degrees in business, Bible, and theology.
The problem with gang stalking is I'm sure someone has been really gang stalked.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sure the FBI has gang stalked many people.
The Black Panther
Yeah,
Party.
exactly. Yeah. But, so that adds
Regular
fuel to
people
the
are
fire.
fucked with every day. One time, Vice turned Claire to the most dangerous
That's
game.
right. Yes.
That's true. And I barely remember it.
You were
It
being
seemed like a
gang
dream.
What percent are you sure that it happened? Like, is it like 95? Or
95.
is there like a 5% like maybe I made that up?
95%. But I would have a dream with Kyle Kinane in it. You
Yeah,
know,
why not?
like,
Yeah. Get your bets
We're gonna
in.
find Bigfoot.
Get your bets in on the FanDuel now. This could be a huge payout.
How do gang stalkers get their telepathy? There's one answer here that is from Kareem. Telepathy is accomplished through the use of a BCI in the person's eye, whose thoughts are being read, and those thoughts are then communicated to others who are legally BCI'd. Fact.
What is that?
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
take it as a term in the gang stalking
I
community.
wait, I can look it up. Gang stalking DCI. I don't know.
God.
Brain to computer interface. I think is.
So
what
is
it
that like an Elon Musk chip or something?
Guess.
I
Yeah.
really don't.
It's the
know.
idea that like the gang stalkers are part of one collective unit that report to a supercomputer. This is what I'm guessing.
I think you might be right. I mean,
Yeah.
your guess is as good as mine. I'm curious to see what this person has asked about gang stalking. Love reading, walking, music, pizza, and a good smoke. That seems cool as hell.
Seems sort of normal.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Sounds like my kind of guy, honestly.
Can telepathy kill with just a thought? Is his most recent question from 18 minutes ago. So he's really interested in telepathy specifically.
How are telepathy, gang stalking, and schizophrenia related?
He asked 10 minutes ago, is mind reading cool?
But
yeah.
then-
Yeah.
And then is telepathy
It's
cool?
so funny to open this like, I love pizza and live music.
This
Like,
guy
this
has
guy's
asked-
like probably really good at just faking it through a job interview.
Yeah, 100%.
He has asked 4,000
bookworm.
questions, and they're almost all about telepathy. Is love loyal? I really love when people ask these kind of questions. When you go on their profile and it's all like, I think gang stalkers are using their brains to control me, and they're just like, does my girlfriend love me?
Yeah.
Can you please click on it as love loyal? Because that's wordable abstractly.
Okay, is love loyal? There's 7 answers.
No
here.
explanation.
No, always the top answer from Terra, mortuary mistress.
Cool.
Yeah, no, this is one of those questions where it's meant to reveal something about the person who answers it.
Terra is an erotic
Erotic
embalmer. I don't think you should do that. She did study at AI Girl Academy, though.
I want to see what she's doing.
I absolutely want to do what she's doing.
I know. Listen, I know I've asked this a bunch. I swear, the website wasn't always this fetishistic, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but you usually had to like, I don't know, uncover a few more layers to get to that. I imagine.
I don't know.
Everything's
I guess
on the
these are
surface.
topics picked specifically for how weird they are.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty
Yeah.
bad. If you just go to, like, if I just go to Quora.com, I'm sure there will be porn on it. I mean, there's just weird animals. Here's an X-ray. Here's Michelangelo's David. Big picture.
Wait, was that a question asking why Michelangelo's David is so like,
Why his
Ill
cock is
why he has
Stop.
a micro penis?
I don't know why. Yeah, I think it is. It's asking why he has a small penis, and then someone is circling all the different parts of his body.
that are big.
Can I put Michelangelo's David on YouTube?
Yeah, probably because it's art.
It's art, right? Whatever. And then underneath is, why is peeing in the shower so controversial? And then there's a diagram of, what is this?
Michelangelo,
A penis?
had dealt with demonetization his entire artistic career.
Oh yeah, there's also always something about the Holocaust.
Oh, yeah,
on the
usually a
front
Holocaust thing.
page.
Here's Clint Eastwood, who looking like he's 1 million years old.
Jesus.
I really want to know what an erotic embalmer is, though. I want to read some of this woman's questions. Should all groundhogs wear top hats?
Cute.
If
I
bears
like that.
were friendly, would you snuggle with them?
Yeah.
I don't understand this
Oh,
at
these
all.
are goofy.
Yeah, this is the opposite of the last person where
Yes.
they start out with like, I like to fuck a corpse, and all the questions are like, are squirrels your friend?
Yeah.
Why is she an erotic embalmer? That's so weird. All right, well, she's also apparently like a Republican or something.
Republican.
I don't know.
The
what that
merged
is.
Democrat Republican.
Oh, is that what it is?
She's a third way Democrat.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, well, good for her. Positive vibes only, Russia space.
The official Vladimir Putin fan space.
She's a contributor.
And a lot of these fetishistic horror people, they do lead very rich inner lives.
Yeah, they really do. Good for her. She posts almost exclusively with emojis.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, that's her. That's all the questions.
Rock and roll.
Does anyone have any thoughts on gang stalking before we close this out?
How do you feel about telepathy?
Telepathy?
How do I feel about telepathy? I mean, I would love to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you use it for evil or good?
I would just see if people hated me all the time.
Telepathy is reading thoughts, right? You're not sending thoughts.
I thought it is.
Can you send
I
thoughts?
think it's both.
both. It goes
I
both
think
ways.
you have the other person has to be telepathic.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Makes sense.
freaky
Right.
twins.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's been the fucking.
Wait. Is it that one?
It's the red one. Slam it.
Here we go.
Andrew, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have any plugs you would like to give?
Oh, you can follow me at Andrew_Durso.
Boom.
And other than that, keep watching the stars, baby.
Look up.
If you want more Quorators, you could go to patreon.com/Quorators, and you can pay us money to listen to an extra episode every goddamn week. And that's it.
Every
Bye-bye.
7 days. Bye.